What's going on, guys? Skylord Studios 005 back here again. Back with a very special video, guys. Today, I'm going to be pitching my own burst system and showcasing it to you guys today. This is inspired by both Quad-Strike and X. So, we're going to get some funny combos in this video, but in summary, what this is about these Quad-Strike tips having all these little rivets akin to the rivets from the X bays and showcasing them being utilized. Now, we do have 2 bays here. There are 3 combos total, but we have a bunch of layers here that I'm going to showcase, and we have a final bay. My only thing is that I thought there's supposed to be a left spin one, and I don't have any single, dual, or slingshot left spins. So I'm like, you know what? Since I don't have any, I only have Hypersphere and up left spins. And I think, Hypersphere, I have Lord's Horizon. And Surge, I have Helios and World's Horizon. So I'm like, you know what? Go big or go home. We got Guilty Luinor as the left spin. Now, there's a reason why I make an emphasis on left spins. It's because the arena we're battling, what was this called? You know what, we're going to call it the Thunder X Stadium because I had a cool name. It was like a pun on Metal Fight and X Stadium. Is this. So this, as you can see, there's supposed to be a rivet here, but I didn't space it out properly, so it only works with left spins for the X dash gimmick. So what this is going to do is we took a bunch of ripcords and lined them up so they're going to come out and hit. So it's like an X Stadium, but with no walls, and this is just pure chaos, guys. So, the first starter would be Gargoyle on 1A Adventure Extend Plus. Now, the reason why we call it Quad-X is because based off the Quad-Strike tips, you can choose to have it in the Extreme mode or the Standard mode. Let's showcase Standard mode before we showcase Extreme. So Standard mode, as you can see, hang on, if I can get this thing on. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Pretty standard game, as you can see. Again, the sizing does play into the gimmick where it's a small stadium, so you're going to get a lot more clashes. But if you go into X mode, or Extreme mode, when you put on the tip, you can get some quick attacks. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Speed right there phenomenally increased, allowing you to increase your attack speed with Gargoyle, and Gargoyle is a attack starter. Next up, we're going to get into our stamina starter, being Lava Anubius on this tip and on, I think, move or something like that, movement, something like that. So in standard mode, it is a defense type. However, on X mode, it becomes a stamina type. Or Extreme mode, whatever I called it before. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And just like the others, very rarely, because this one's a stamina type, does it go, but it does have the ability to go onto the X to X dash. It is rather difficult because the railing is super thin that we made. So, 3, 2, 1. Hoping maybe we get it to hook on through here. 3, 2, 1, shoot. It almost hooked on. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, we kind of got it there. See, another thing is, if we had this piece, this wouldn't be as bad, but 3, 2, 1, go. Another thing is, you can get locked out of the stadium, as I call it, where the X rails, where you leave the X rail and you're just on the ridge. So, this one doesn't do it as well. But the final starter, and this would probably be the stadium exclusive, is Guilty Luinor on these parts. So this is going to be the crazy one, guys. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Especially because this is the only one that works with that rail. If we had the second rail, like if we make a 2.0 of the stadium, we're going to add in the second rail, but... just by example, look at how big and powerful it is. So, we're going to test it up against little Burn Phoenix here. 3, 2, 1, shoot. And let's see. 3, 2, 1, shoot. And Burn Phoenix wipes the floor with it. However, if we were to go down to the original combo, which was supposed to be a right spin, this is considered a scrapped combo. We have 4 more that we're supposed to be bringing in, but I'm debating whether or not bringing them in or not. Is Rocktivore, R1, 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, that works a lot better than Guilty. So let's actually do Lava Anubian versus Rocktivore. So Anubian, alright, it did do a bit of a... Alright, Rocktivore, 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, this one seems to be the one that works the best, believe it or not. So it seems whenever Lava Nubian goes for the X finish, it just leaves. But Lava Nubian takes it, so it's 1-1. Also, in reality, this was supposed to be a Prototype X Stadium. But when I realized the glue dyed my bit on Hell Scythe, I'm not going to use it because if you look real closely, there's like the glare kind of, can't see it with the glare, but if I focus in, see there's like some gunk and stuff on there. That ain't coming out, so yeah. It's got a bit of dirt on it, but it's not really going to hinder performance. So, yeah. All right, so let's see this battle again. So I think it's 1-1. Let's see if Rocktivore can close off with a extreme burst. All right, Rocktivore kind of got locked up in the pits, so let's see one more time. First finish, Lava X Anubian takes it. So Lava X Anubian beats out Rocktivore. The 3 other layers, this is like the DLC, if I end up making more, would be Galaxy Zootron, Storm Spryzen, and Beast Behemoth. Beast Behemoth would be more akin to Lava Anubian, so let's slap it on Lava Anubian's parts. There we go. And we're going to do it up against Gargoyle. So, we're just going to test out all the alt layers. So, 3, 2, 1. That's just like a death trap. Alright, Beast Behemoth, 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, it's locking onto the rails now. So it's like reversing what it was last week. And Beast Behemoth takes it. What is it? I think like what? 1 or like 2-1. We're gonna go to 3 because that's how the game's played for this system. 3, 2, 1. Beast Behemoth with 4-1. So Beast Behemoth takes it. So we're going to sub out Gargoyle's Lair and give it to Storm Spryzen versus Beast Behemoth. I actually like how Beast Behemoth actually turned out. Another scrapped layer, believe it or not. These are like ones that almost made it to finals. Oh, dang, Spryzen works really well. Beast Behemoth with a burst finish. One that was scrapped really early on was Perfect Phoenix. So I'm debating bringing it back in or not. You guys have to comment down below. So here's the thing that I noticed. I don't know if it has to do with the X-Rails, the discs, or the bays themselves. whenever one hits it hard, it tends to be the one that bursts. So, like we saw with Spryzen. So, I'm going to try to demonstrate this one more time. With Spryzen versus Behemoth. So, there's Behemoth. I think Behemoth is the only one. Just because of the tip, I think Behemoth is the only one that can handle going up around the bridge without dying. Yeah, like I said, it just dies. I could change out the tips underneath, but yeah, so Beast Behemoth is probably a staple. Probably gonna scrap a Nubion in favor of Behemoth. Let's see, who else parts do we have next? All right, I know this really is an attack layer, but I think we're gonna showcase the original Lunar parts as the final battle on Galaxy Zootron. Another one that was scrapped was Tried Treptune. So, versus Beast Behemoth. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. It seems the attack types can really just handle it. 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, shoot. But I did need to make a stamina defense there, so 3, 2, 1, shoot. Printer. I'm actually debating printing out more of these, like QS tips, because really, now that Quad Strike's over, the most we can get is of these same 3 tips. So I might find the base and just make my own. All right, Zootron. So I think it's what, 2, 1. What I really like is, hang on. I think the one that did it best, believe it or not, was Adventure. Really, the whole gimmick is X dash ability. Which, yeah, I'm definitely gonna modify this. I was originally gonna put it on the Pro Stadium, but then I realized I don't want to sacrifice my Pro Stadium for this. If this gets enough likes, we'll probably end up doing it on the Pro Stadium if I buy another Pro Stadium. This is like my pitch for a new system called the Extreme Quad-X, something along those lines. I think the one that worked with it best was Rockdivore. But yeah, I need to find like a single layer or a dual layer or a left spin. Hang on. We're gonna do one final battle because I realize I have a left spin that can work well with this. Hang on. We're going to do one final bout. Also, we're going to test out a new tip, which being the Thor tip. Because I think with all the Jags in it, that might make it good. I mean, it's a TT base, so this isn't going to be exactly that most fair. But it is a less than God there, so... No, I could throw in an Archer. This literally hit me as I was making the video, guys, so I gotta say I kind of wish I thought of this earlier. Now I gotta find it. I know I just used it in a tournament, so. Alright, found it. Make sure it's left spinning. Alright, that's right spin, so I gotta switch the spin direction. You know what, this was originally going to be the final battle, but I think we're going to keep testing, guys. I think we're just going to keep experimenting. We're bringing in all the scrapped layers and some new ones, too. This needs to be a stamina defense bay, but it is going to be a left spin. And now we're going to implement the TT bays. So, we're going to give Let me think. Here, we're gonna get rid of Storm. Behemoth is definitely in a winning category for basically the finalized version of this. So we're definitely bringing in Behemoth. Let's put this. Actually, you know what? I gotta think this through. Hang on. We now have 4 parts. Somebody's still assembled somewhere. One of the bases is still assembled. I gotta find it. Because I had 4 parts initially. Alright, here it is. It was disassembled. The parts were next to me. Let me see this. I think this can work. Alright, now we're bringing in the TT bays. We're going to get our first left spin in here. Our first proper left spin. Spriggan Requiem and Emperor Fornius on the green and Adventure, red, and this. And I got to go get the other disc, but... See, here's the thing. None of the remaining layers are too aggressive, so... We also still have leftover Orb. I gotta find a disc for Hercules on this. And we have Kerbeus, K1, Perfect Phoenix, and Trident left. So, let's see these 2 battle. Alright. I gotta get my left spin launcher. So you guys are this is kind of less of like final product pitch, more of like an experiment. But we do have a left spin. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Right, that's a light launch. Not good for Quad-X. Return to Quad-X is an attack type. It's kind of cursed, but also kind of good. I would die laughing if Spriggan Requiem just outspun it. Nah. Alright, Fornius. So, let's get this ready. 3, 2, 1, shoot. That's a good one. Alright, it did the little X thing. It doesn't do it too good, but it did do it. Another gimmick is that the stadium is so small because the bases are supposed to hit each other. So, Fornius wins. Spriggan loses. Here, why don't for the next battle we give it Spriggan's disc and Bolt Spryzen's parts. We got Archer Hercules on this piece. I don't think it's gonna do the X dash thing, but we'll see. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Here, I think we're gonna launch Jaggy first because. Or not. Yeah, it is Jaggy. Never mind. 3, 2, 1. It doesn't. It's weird how it does it. Let me do this one last time. 3, 2, 1. It kind of locks on here, then lets go about here. So, let me see if there's any last ones that work from QS. If not, we're going to have to use this. I mean, Destined can't work because it's too rounded. Flame can't work because it's too rounded. Ruin can't work because it's too rounded. Zest can't. We could really try Ultimate. Ultimate's a maybe. Gambit's too rounded. Twister's maybe. Title's too rounded. Lightning's too rounded. Whirl is too rounded. Kerbeus is too rounded. Hyperion's too rounded. Alright, so we really have 2 more parts to experiment with because Bolt Spryzen's driver does not work. Let's try Pandora's driver. Or Twister Pandora's driver on Hercules, because I think this actually could be a decent pairing. Dude, don't shoot. It does and doesn't at the same time. Like, see, here's the thing. The issue with Twisters is that it does have the rivets, but it's just such large gaps. We might take it as a maybe. Let's see Ultimates. Ultimate's piece. If Ultimate's piece doesn't work, then we're probably just going to end up with Twisters. Shoot. Ultimate's works. Ultimates works somehow. I don't know how, but it does. Just run that back real quick. I can't tell if it's just destructive or if it's just that. No, it works. I think it has to do with these things. Like where it... Yeah, it has to do... It's these little parts right here that make it work. Alright, so let me slap... Let me see Twisters one last time. If Twisters doesn't work, then we're just going to slap the stamina one. 3, 2, shoot. If Twisters doesn't work, we're going to just... Here. We're going to slap this on Hercules. And then, yeah, we're going to do Hercules versus Engard. 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. I find it funny because I gave Orb Engard the most extreme one. I gave it Excalius's. Alright, yeah, Orb Engard. Alright, here, check this out. 3, 2, shoot. That's what it's supposed to look like. It zooms around and then goes up. See, if we had the other part here, it probably would be a lot better, but my only fear is that if I make it a perfect circle, it's not going to work as good as it could be. But you never know. I gotta work with the shaping a bit. I don't like the arch. The arch makes it too hard for them to get on, so I might just make it a perfect circle. Call it a day. Yeah, that one works really, really good. So let's do this versus Fornius. 3, 2, 1. No, it blows everybody out of the water. So. Alright, now we've done kind of experiments with those ones. We're going to do the final 3. These are like the 3 that were scrapped. So, we do have 4 tips that properly function. So, I'm going to comment down below this and just outright say what works, say what doesn't. We got Perfect Phoenix, which we're going to make a stamina defense, especially because of that armor. It does have a level chip on it, so it's like ultra modded. Trident. It's between Trident and Kerbeus. I think Trident should get the more aggressive one because Kerbeus is just less aggressive in nature. Trident has the really aggressive one. Kerbeus is just Bellfire's one. And then, actually, no, we're going to give it Ultimates. Because Ultimates is less aggressive and it has a defensive tip. So this is Kerbeus's. So, I think layer-wise, definitely picking Fornius as the deluxe version, Behemoth as the standard. I feel like Gargoyle did good enough to be picked, and we're going to do this last test to see who's going to be the final one to be picked, so, or the last few tests. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, let's see Kerbeus. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Again, even though Kerbeus is defensive in nature, it still kind of just, you know, does its thing. Shoot. Alright, first, again, the Gen 1 stuff's, doesn't have that grand of stuff, so Phoenix is actually doing pretty well, believe it or not. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Let's do Trident. Trident's up next. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Oh my gosh, it just literally burnt out. Let's try this one more time. Phoenix is actually going to be a problem with. It might be the fourth layer. What it's going to be put on, I haven't a clue, but it's probably going to wind up being the 4th layer. So I really do like how it performs. Just the size of it. Yeah, the rest of the stuff, I think Spriggan would have been a good contender, but nah. Alright, I think I like leaving Phoenix how it is. Fornius, I'm probably going to slap the original combo on Fornius, this one. Behemoth's combo is being changed. Because, where is it? Where's the one that we're missing? Alright, so if it's between Behemoth and Gargoyle, I think I'm going to go with Gargoyle just because it's this tip. So Behemoth actually got scrapped in the end. And I got to go get a disc, and we're going to do the final 2 battles, guys. Actually, you know what? We're not going to scrap Behemoth. We're just going to give it Bolt's part, because I think Bolt's part could work out in the end. I just need to go get 2 more fused disc driver combos, because that's something they all have in common. The fused disc driver combo is kind of a staple, and I realize I only have 1 more, so we're going to give one of them a frame. So, it'll be like our special edition one. Here we go. We're giving it 5 turn. Who we're giving 5 turn? I haven't a clue. So let's see, what are... We got Gargoyle. Gargoyle is getting the fused disc driver combo of 1A. And who was the last one I needed? Behemoth. Yeah, Behemoth is going to get 5 turn. And, why is this not turning? Is Quattro really that tight of a spring? That can't be. Yeah, I guess Quattro is really that tight. Alright, so 5 turn Quattro Thor. So this guy is just... Oh, okay, it's because the 5 disc hits the layer. So this is the final combo. Behemoth is the balance. Alright, we actually have 1 attack type. 2 attack types, a stamina type, defense type, and the balance type. So, actually, technically it should be 3 attack types, but you know what? We're calling Trap 2 in the final one. So, we're going to do Phoenix versus Behemoth first, because I feel like that would be the most interesting one. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Phoenix's size just keeps Behemoth out of the arena, so it was just going to kill itself anyway. So, 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, it works for that smash thing. I was just wrong in the beginning. Yeah, I think Phoenix is just sheer size what's going to make it the best one. So, Phoenix wins the first Quad-X battle. Next up, it's Gargoyle versus Fornius. 2 really extreme ones. So, again, it's really based on who gets launched first, but Gargoyle. Again, another run out, so before we even launched Fornius, so. Yeah, another thing is I'm probably going to change stadiums for the next battle. Yeah, Fornius, technically. 3, 2, 1. That's Gargoyle, so I think it's like what Gargoyle wins. Alright, now we got Gargoyle versus Trident. So again, side angled launcher. Yeah, I think that's actually, this is the biggest offender because like the biggest attack type, so let's yeah, Gargoyle didn't ever get on the X rail. It didn't like do much. There we go. Gargoyle 1-1. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Ow, that hurt. These 2 keep burning out, so we're gonna do both of them versus Phoenix. So, because Phoenix probably won't burn out and probably won't be. I still have yet to see the armor come off, so extreme launches won't really work in this case. So, again, Phoenix wins. Not what I wanted. All right, let's see Gargoyle. Yeah, if it doesn't hit, it's gonna die, so. We're gonna try to launch them both in the middle this time. I think the size of the shape of the arena is really... Yeah, Phoenix is just gonna take off Gargoyle because it's just gonna keep dying. So let's do Trident. Let's see if Trident won't kill itself. 3, 2, 1. Alright, it actually got a hidden on Phoenix. So the whole thing is you gotta take Phoenix out of the middle. So Trident actually takes a point. 3, 2, 1. Alright, now the armor's in place, so. Whoa. You know, I just realized the X dash thing. Yeah, Phoenix. The armor, if hit at the X dash, can basically become lethal. So that's something to consider. So 1-1. I think Phoenix is probably my favorite one. When originally I thought alright, hang on. Yeah, no, Phoenix. The concept of having a stamina defense one in this type of stadium is kind of stupid. But I actually started warming up to Phoenix, or inevitably Betrometh. This was originally Betrometh's combo, but yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below for Beyblade Quad-X or Quad Extreme, something like that. So let's see our final our final 5 combos. Let me know which one you're picking, especially with the stadium. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the stadium, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.